I like the hoodie too.
Yes, yes.
I thought
I love to be comfy, so it's oversized too. It's just like
it's perfect.
perfect.
It's a it's a good look. Okay. We
Perfect.
finna be live on the ground. I'm not finna be looking at none of that. Hopefully everything looks all right.
Okay.
All right enough.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing about this show that we're doing. We are actually building it live time.
Yes, yes.
You know, I got to get my positioning right. I got too much equipment. I got the board. I got too much shit on the table. But
I do plan on kind of moving my office around. I think I want to put like there's a wall right here. Like I have to sit cat a corner for the best light. And I feel like if I was facing, look at that lighting. If I'm
yeah,
facing this way, I have to turn my desk to face the window and then put my bookshelves on the wall. My desk is in front of.
no, that's super real.
Perfect.
There we go. That's better. I was trying not to put my weird mirror in there, but there it is. Right in there. Well, okay. Well, we're started.
It's
What's the
crazy. I
word,
just
y'all?
bought mirrors like that to do like this little TikTok decor thing on my hallway. I
See,
had to buy like 9 of them.
TikTok won't get me.
Oh yeah, don't do it.
No, it's so good. It's like so good. It's like you just hanging out with people that you don't know, but
Yeah.
you learn so much from them. But regardless, welcome back.
Yes.
This could have been a text, but we made it a podcast. As you can see, you got Big Esco here, Demi.
Yes. Yes.
Uh, J Daddy had to be a daddy. Shout out to Jameson.
Definitely.
You know,
The kids definitely let you know who run it.
yeah. I'm gonna we're gonna have a good talk next time we talk to Julian. I'm sure. Me and
Yeah.
him had some hanging out.
Okay.
He
Okay.
he came out. Well, the I guess last Friday I had my Airbnb party.
Okay.
Shout out to Nico,
Hmm.
Sophie's. It was crack a lacking.
Yeah. I saw all the advertisement and stuff. Wish I could have been there.
Yeah, no, black people everywhere dancing it up. Uh, it was. At one point, I saw somebody, a woman was straddled a man,
What?
and I don't feel like we didn't play any songs. Well, maybe we did play some good songs that deserve that, but like in public in that moment, they was really feeling it. I don't know. I
It
didn't have
sounds
any
like
drinks.
Palace vibe.
Palace, you
Thanks.
you saying we got it like Skate King in there?
Had to. If you're
Um,
straddling somebody in a party,
yeah, that's a bit much. I'm not
I
gonna
have to
lie.
see this is
That's a bit much,
okay.
But shout out to him. Shout out to her too. Black love is real. We really respect it around here. But no, it was really fun. I had been sick, so that's why we missed a couple shows too. So it was just like good to kind of be back at full strength. I can just
Mhm.
say that and be around people. Alexia was just nursing me together, so I'm sure she was happy to get outside and get away from me too a little bit. So it was, we had a really good time though. And then Saturday, Julian and his wife came in town, and I DJ'd again at Sophie's, but this time I had a 4-hour set, and that was the longest I've DJ'd by myself for sure.
Wow, how was that?
It was fun. It was fun to go within like different moods and like just really just go based off of how I was feeling. Like I was watching the crowd a little bit, but for the most part, it was like stuff that I just have really wanted to hear like out loud because the R&B party is probably one of the bigger crowds that I DJ for,
Hmm.
but I'm only doing R&B and I am like a hip hop, rap DJ. So it's like if I can't play like West Side Gun in a night and mixed in with a whatever the most sexy red, like that's my sets. My sets are West Side Gun and sexy red. Like you're gonna get everything attached to that. So that's really my mood, I think. So,
Yeah.
but no,
Isn't
it
they
was fun.
coming out with a new song with Scrappy and someone? I think she sampled.
It's a video.
It's a
Or is
video.
that it's a
Okay.
video. He's just in a video. Shout out to
Okay.
Scrappy. Shout out
Shout
to
out. Okay.
Scrappy. I'm a
Okay.
I, I watch Love and Hip Hop
Oh,
still.
wow, really? You
Oh
really?
yes. I've
I
never stopped. Everybody else
have
stopped. That
never
was the one thing.
stopped.
What'd you say?
I never started.
Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah.
You should start. It's
I
actually
should.
worth it. It's one of the best shows. Like I can't even fake it. Like Love and Hip Hop Atlanta in particular
Mhm.
is
Yeah,
probably I never watched the Real Housewives like that. Like I really wasn't that into it. Like
yeah.
what the
I've never
Housewives
watched
thought
any of
never.
them. And I've serviced
Wow.
girls that are on these shows, and I just know who they were from Instagram, so I was able, or like seeing clips on Instagram, so I was able to like,
Mm.
but I had never watched the show.
So like were you into so if you never watched reality TV, nothing even like we were kids like College Hill or nothing like that?
No, I love that stuff. So I watched College Hill, I watched Flavor Flav, I
Okay.
watched I watched all of the reality show. I even watched what was it, Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey when they were
Oh
married.
wow.
I watched
Okay.
all of the reality shows growing up. I think it was like after the Bad Girls Club, like the early
Okay.
Bad Girls Club. I was
So
like,
after college, you just kind of
yeah,
so you missed the whole Jocelyn Hernandez, Stevie J,
I missed all that.
Rashida and Kirk, Little Scrappy, Young Jock.
All of that.
What?
I mean, I saw the clips
Bro.
online, but I missed
It
it.
okay. Don't watch the whole thing. What you do is, and this is tell you how much I really like Love and Hip Hop. I'm really telling myself here. You go on the Love and Hip Hop YouTube.
Okay.
The Love and Hip Hop YouTube is cracking.
It's
Like
cracking.
you can watch like a 40-minute video and learn about somebody's whole relationship in
Wow.
40 minutes if you are that invested into Love and Hip Hop.
I
So,
think I should because I need to understand why people are so mad at Scrappy and Erica. Now, if
oh,
they're cool, like I don't know if they're cool again, dating again, whatever. But the girls
people are
are
mad.
upset about it
Okay, well, I don't see. I'm
in the
not on the
comments. I always read the comments.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I don't read the blogs. I don't read the shade room. I don't
Hmm.
read none of that stuff because it's like I'll get it from Twitter if it's popping enough. If it's not gonna pop up on Twitter, then I don't really need to know about it.
That's
Like
real.
to be honest, you know what I'm saying? For me personally, or Insta, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if it's that crazy of a story, which we'll get into your boy. We'll get into your boy in a second. But
Yo, yes, my boy. Okay.
yeah, it's your boy. That's your boy. You know, but I would say it's worth doing it. I mean, outside of Jocelyn, we've gotten Cardi B,
Mm-hmm.
Ray J threw his
Just dropped
wife
a new
into the
song today.
pool. Ray J, that was a whole thing. Omarion and April Jones and all that stuff.
Yeah,
What?
I missed all of that.
Love and Hip Hop was cracking. So that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Like,
I
get
did
on
watch a
YouTube.
little bit of early basketball wives, a little bit. So I know about like Evelyn and
Okay.
Jennifer, and like I
They the
watched.
legends. They the
Yeah,
legends. Shout out to
yeah,
Shawnee, you know.
yeah.
Shawnee like a mob boss on basketball.
Man,
Like
what?
Shawnee be like, you dead to the group. And it's just like, this bitch is out of here. You know what I'm
Out of
saying?
here.
Never
She's
heard
just
from her
giving
again.
it
It's crazy. That's a lifestyle that's super interesting to me that like I guess I never thought about the potential of somebody taking care of me. So
Mm-hmm.
I've never tried to men do this too.
Mm-hmm.
Like try to be like proximity to famous people or perceived powerful people. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so it's like I never really chased people like that. So like that whole phenomenon of being like an athlete's wife or like a celebrity's
Yeah.
wife or a rich person's husband or whatever the case is like, or even like associating like with a friend like that. Like I've had friends that have become like successful, but I'm not like trying to be next to them in proximity for some type of gain for myself. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you. I definitely agree.
That's that's an interesting
It's weird.
phenomenon.
Weird.
And I mean, it's whole TV shows around it, like literally. That's
Yeah.
kind of what Love and Hip Hop is about. Like which couples are really with each other because they really like each other,
Uh-huh.
or it's a couple with somebody due to proximity.
Okay.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Like
I'm
this is
gonna
Stevie
check it out.
J.
I guess
So
I'm like, I guess I'm choosy because I do watch like Love is Blind. I love Love is
let's
Blind.
talk about Love is Blind a little bit. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about.
Uh are you caught up?
I'm not caught up. Like I haven't seen like the last thing I seen is when she found out what's his name? Oh, The little guy, not the little guy, but the guy with the glasses went and hung out with Sarah Ann and spent the night with
Oh,
her.
Jeremy.
Jeremy,
Whatever his
Jeremy, the
name
one who was
is.
like engaged or something before the show.
Hey, he's a wild boy.
Wow, boy.
He's a wild boy to come into the house, share your location. Okay, well, first of all, I mean, Love is Blind is what? Show on Netflix.
Yes.
You date somebody for like a couple, like it's like 3 weeks.
No, well, the pod is 10 days.
The pod's is only 10 days. I was gonna say, is it 2 weeks? Okay, you live in these pods on separate sides of a wall, men on one side, women on the other side, and you fall in love with somebody. I put that in air quotes. You fall in love with somebody. Then you meet them and propose to them, and then you have to get married in 4 weeks or 2 weeks.
4 weeks. I
4
think it's
weeks.
4 weeks because
Yeah,
they got
for a
like the
month.
honeymoon, then they live together for 2 or 3 weeks or something like that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Who is your favorite couple?
Of all time?
No, I only watched 2 seasons of Love is Blind. This one and the
Oh,
first.
okay.
I'm
Okay.
saying, like, in this season, like, who is your, like, what couple do you really like?
I don't know. I'm still figuring them out. Like, I want to be for Clay and AD, but I be like, I don't know. Like, I gotta see how that's gonna play out.
Let's talk about Clay and AD.
I feel like sometimes AD be looking at him like,
I mean, bro, just be being honest. Like, that's the thing. I know, seriously, I think that's the thing that, like, is shocking to women. Because it's like, as a man, especially a black man, like, what are the things that you have to worry about, that you have to do? You have to not cheat. That's the one thing, because that's a terrible sin. And now you know what I'm saying? You want to make sure that you can pay the bills, so the family got some lights and shit. I guess don't be violent, try to be healthy.
Please, like,
don't be violent. I mean, some girls like thugs.
Yeah, but not violent to them.
I'm just saying. It's a thin line. Be violent to other people, but I'm just saying, like, what? That's even crazier. So yes, violence, health, so infidelity, finances, violence, health. That's about it, really. That's really, you know what I mean? Like, if you could do pretty good in that in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, then it kind of comes down to your whole situation. So it's just like, if a nigga open up and just be like, damn, this is what I'm afraid of. I feel like sometimes for women, that shit is jarring.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what are you saying? I'm like, I said it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fuck it up for whatever reason. It felt like he was carrying a little trauma from his parents' relationship, which you got to do the work on to get over for yourself.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just felt like her reactions were a little bit, that's not the reaction that you want type shit.
yeah. I haven't seen that part play out, but I haven't seen it on the show, but I've seen the clips, and it was like, I think it automatically kind of made her feel, she labeled him as a cheater as soon as he said that. That's the impression I got. Like, she immediately labeled him as a cheater when he was just kind of being like, because he told her a few times throughout the show, like, I don't want to let you down. I don't want to do this. I don't want to mess up. And
which is a fair thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, he's not implicating himself into anything. He's just saying, like again, those are the only things that you're worried about as a man. It's like that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, shit, I'm just sharing that with you. Like, because otherwise, I guess he's going to be healthy. That's what he's saying. He's going to be healthy. He's not going to whoop our ass. He going to, He going to go to work. So I'm not worried about that shit. The only thing to concern that I'm bringing to attention, because otherwise it's just like, well, now you're just not sharing what you think. And then that's what most men do.
Be honest and vulnerable with your partner.
Yeah. That's what most men do. They just kind of sit around and be like, well, I mean, this is how I feel, like, but I'm not going to share it per se, because it's just like, she doesn't understand anyway. She's like, that's how most niggas think, I feel like.
Yeah, and that usually still gets them caught up.
Yes, that thing still comes into fruition, whatever that thing may be. You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know. It's an interesting show, though.
Have to be had. I do think, as women, we have to try to not be so triggered by those type of conversations. I'm sorry, can you hear that?
Yeah. What is that?
Sorry, guys.
That sound like a brick phone ringtone. That's
It's
very.
I think it. Well, my phone is actually on vibrate, but it came up ringing on the computer, so that's why.
Oh, see, I don't have. I think I got iMessages. No, I got iMessages on my computer, but that's it. Like I can't.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't even have a MacBook anymore. So like the fact that I
Yeah.
was, so I have the call notifications, but I can also do text messages from my computer on my iPhone to my Windows.
What kind of computer you got?
I know, right? I told you I like it. It's the Lenovo.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not checking for no Lenovo shit, so I wouldn't know what they got that's hot or not hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
I didn't either till I went, and the guy at Best Buy was like, "If we could step away from the brand like association for a minute, let me show you some good computers." And I
yeah,
was like, "Okay," and I actually like it. I like it. Well, I don't want to say it out loud, but I like
okay.
it.
So you're not gonna get carried away here.
I'm not gonna get carried away, but I like it a lot. It has surprised me. It's a great
That's what's
computer.
up. That's what's. How much was it?
I got it on sale, so it was like
Oh, even
750.
better. Ah, that's what's up.
Yeah,
That's a good price. I'm
yeah.
addicted to the Macs, so it's just like
I
I
know.
I haven't not used the Mac probably since 2008, 2009, something like that.
And that's how I was. This is my first non-Mac computer since college.
Okay.
So I was very skeptical.
Wow.
I was like, y'all, look, is this
When are
gonna
you when are
operate?
we not gonna get iPhones? I think the time is almost coming, like, to
But
be
what are
honest.
they? So I will be honest. If they bring back a functioning BlackBerry, I will leave the iPhone.
What do you mean? They have I'm sure a functioning BlackBerry exists. I'm sure.
No,
What do you
I've
mean
had it
functioning?
doesn't. I've had
Oh,
no,
BlackBerry they don't make them anymore, do they?
not since the last one they made. And I had the very last one that they made, and it was powered by Android. So it was more like
Right, right.
Android trying to be a BlackBerry. No, I need a BlackBerry. Like I want my keyboard back. I want my BlackBerry back. I want
Okay.
my what was it called? BBM. I want my
Oh, yeah.
BlackBerry.
Wow.
If they
I
can
feel
give me my
like
BlackBerry, I will leave iPhone.
I feel like social media is dying and like the concept of it. Yeah, I mean, we're on there because we're just on there, but it's like the concept of it, like I don't know how much better social media is going to be. Social media is only going to get better based off of the next device. You know what I mean? Because it's all based off of the device.
Mhm,
So most people use it on their phone, so everything is shot better when you shoot it vertically and all this other
mhm,
stuff. You know what I mean? So it's like I guess when niggas are walking around with the goggles or whatever, like
mhm.
that new social media platform would be the thing, but it's still just like,
That's weird to me though, because I saw a video of like somebody he was like really broke down this relationship he had with this AI girl.
oh
When
my
he was putting his
God.
goggles on, and
So
they're going on
yes.
dates. He got like emotional. He was like ignoring the headset because he was trying to give himself space. Like it was
Bro.
serious.
No, not even beyond that. I watched a video of a girl talking about on TikTok, or I saw it was on TikTok, but I saw it on Twitter.
Mhm,
That's how that always
mhm.
works. Uh, they were talking about how her boyfriend is talking to the AI like another chick, basically, and he be
Yeah,
texting the AI and all the other shit. And I'm like, damn, like thinking about like Julian's son, your daughter, right? Their
we're gonna have
children.
to talk about that. We can't do AI free friends.
No, no, no. But I'm saying, like, is that like the thing that they'll have to worry about in the future? Because
Like
it's
a child
like,
cheating on them with an AI.
I guess I don't know. Like, I
I
mean,
mean,
it sounds strange to us, but like, think about if you were in 1996 and you were explaining to somebody sliding in the DMs, liking the pictures. So wait, you're mad at your boyfriend because he likes some pictures on? I'm confused.
yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Makes
yeah.
total sense to us now.
Yeah, yeah, it makes sense now, but then it would have been like,
Know what I'm
what?
saying? So we're not gonna be dating in that pool of people and like what they find acceptable, what they think, like their issues. The fact that that was even a thing, I was like, the nigga is texting the AI and not you. Like
That shows how much we probably get on man's nerves, actually.
the nigga rather text the AI.
And text you. I think it so like to
It's
kind of off
crazy.
the subject, but if we go back to Love Is Blind, I noticed.
Let's fucking go.
Well, look,
Let's go.
I noticed on Love Is Blind this season,
Okay.
the girl Jessica and Sarah Ann, in my opinion, were a little bit better looking than
Oh
the
yeah, the girls that they end up picking.
the girls at the other. So it made me feel like outside of physical, can the pretty girls keep the attention of a man?
Okay.
What
I
made
was
them? Because Jeremy didn't have any reason as to why he didn't choose Sarah Ann.
you want the real reason?
What was the real reason? Was it the
Okay.
Botox? My friend said it was because she mentioned Botox.
No, that's not the real reason. This is
Okay.
the real reason. I was just talking to one of my homeboys about this. Girls on average are bad at seduction, right? Like girls don't know how to treat niggas for real. Like if it
Wow.
was just based off of like if like chivalry didn't exist and it was like girls gotta make a nigga like them, it's like most girls are terrible at that.
Wow.
So when you're a pretty girl, you have to like deal with attention from everybody,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it's like I know it's like the source of like people be like, oh, people be afraid to talk to me because I'm so cute or this or that. But on average, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're cuter, more people are just attracted to you in whatever
Mm-hmm.
way, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you could see a girl's be like, damn, she's not that cute, or she fat, or she ugly, or like whatever you find unattractive, right?
Mm-hmm.
But dang, they be pulling, they be having people. It's because
Yeah.
them girls really know, like they figured out seduction. They're seductive. They gonna do certain shit for you. So then it's just like if you just like hanging out with them, you're just gonna pick like you're gonna go with them. Like if
Okay.
you're not unattracted to somebody being whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
fat, black, brown, ugly, like whatever your thing is, you know what I'm saying? Then it's just like that's what a nigga really go for.
That's interesting. Because
So
a
it's
lot
like
of girls that I know, pretty girls included, think that they know how to seduce a man.
why?
I don't know.
Like why do they feel that way? Because it's like I've never had sex with a man, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, right? So I don't know the possibilities of what having sex with a man is like, right? But I've had sex with women. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I know to some degree the differences in how women like to engage with sex.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like most every woman, especially if they feel like they're seducing a man, I don't feel like anybody tries aggressively to seduce a man with sex and they feel like their sex is bad.
Mm-hmm.
They've been told that it's good or they just do, you know what I mean? So it's like, but everybody feels that way. So somebody has to be lying, right?
That's true.
Somebody got to be lying. You could just
That's
be that
true.
way, but that don't, you know what I mean? It's not really it's not really about that because it's like if the ultimate goal is to be with one person, yeah, sex is important, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not that for niggas, it's not the end all be all.
Okay.
It's really not. Cause it's like to your point, even the dude that was on there, Jimmy, he was saying it. He was like, with the Jess girl, she was super cute. But that damn near made him nervous. That made him not even want to talk to her. You know what I'm saying?
But no, he's not honest because I feel like I feel like old girl saying she looked like Megan Fox definitely played a role in
No.
his
What
decision.
tripped old
It
girl
was
up
the
was
first
that
thing he brought up after he saw her.
man, what tripped old girl up was that she didn't tell him about her baby sooner. She didn't
Yeah.
give him the chance to make a decision for real. It was like you missed like because that's I mean, it's weird. It's weird. For single women and single men, like
Mm-hmm.
a single woman will feel like, well, I don't want that to be a part. And I'm generalizing, right? About like just conversations I hear. But it's like, I don't want that to be a part of the discussion of who I'm with or something like that. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
mother. But like when niggas do that, then they're looked at as like terrible people. Like if they're like, I'm a father, I'm a father second kind of like that's not my whole thing. I don't want you to
Yeah,
judge me as no father. Then it's
yeah,
like, oh, this nigga ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it's like it's because we put more emphasis on parenthood, the harder, more emotional shit on women. So it's like
yeah,
if you're a mother, you need to like be a mother first. You know what I'm saying?
right.
You have to be a mother first in a certain degree. It's like, but that's because most niggas are judged on being providers. So
Yeah,
you overemphasize. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying niggas just overemphasize on that.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think I do agree that she should have spoke up sooner. Like the moment she felt like they were getting deeper, I
Mhm.
think she should have spoke up sooner. But I also can kind of relate to like sometimes just wanting to be seen as a woman.
Well, this is different too. Caveat. They're gonna get married at the end of this. So I guess it's
Him
like,
and Jessica?
no, I'm saying like
Oh,
whoever the person is on the other side. That's why I'm
oh
saying
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I feel like day one, you gotta be like, yo, I have a child because we're gonna get married. We're not gonna date. We're about to like move in together
Yeah, no, I mean, so that's
in
what I'm
like
saying.
9 days. You know what
She's
I'm
like, no,
saying?
she should have told him the first day.
Because he
I
still
mean,
might have been like, he might have got to the end and got over it, but then it was like, oh damn, you told me on day 4.
yeah, I didn't really have time.
I'm almost only got 4 more days here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I get
Like,
that. I get that. Like I said, I mean, even when she said, because she said that in the beginning when the host Nick and his wife went in there and was like, talking to
yeah,
the girls and the guys, she said in the beginning, like, I think I'm gonna wait to tell them I have a kid. And I think that was just genuinely out of fear and out of just wanting someone to get to know her for the woman she is and
yeah,
not just put the stigma of like, oh, you're a single mom on her.
right, right,
Um, it definitely backfired on her,
yeah.
but I do kind of get where she was conflicted
No, I get
from.
the logic for sure. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's like illogical or anything, but I'm just kind of like, that's interesting that like as society, like we take that different because that's people's like, okay, here's a good example, like Future.
Hmm.
Future and Russell Wilson. Like they both are public figures. They're both
Hmm.
like, you know what I mean, in their own world. Like these are famous ass people. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
One treats his career like, and we don't know his personal life, but
Yeah.
he poses it like, oh, I'm this kind of nigga first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't want y'all to look at me as the father for real. I want y'all to look at me like this.
I'm that nigga.
And then another one is like, no, look at me as a father. Look at me as a like he's putting that first. And the
Yeah.
reaction to that to people is totally different. And it's only funny to niggas because it's like when kids are younger, girls don't like Russell Wilson type niggas. So it's like it's kind of like in reverse of like, when niggas be like, oh yeah, well, all the good women, they go ahead and they get married first, or they do this and that, or they be gone. They got a boyfriend. They already together with somebody because it's like, well, they're not necessarily like waiting around for a nigga.
Hmm.
Like they're going to move on. That type of a
Yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah. I mean, so I think, hmm, I think the type of person I think the type of person Russell Wilson is, like putting the kids and like the fatherhood first, that can come from men of different backgrounds and lifestyles. Because I've had some like more like, I mean, I wouldn't call them future, but you know what I mean? Some dudes that were like really like in the streets and did different things, but they were still a father first. And they
right.
still showed up and was like, yeah, no, I got to get my kids, I got to do this. So I don't think the lifestyle or anything matters. I think it's genuinely what you value more. And I don't even say that to say that Future doesn't value being a
No,
father.
we
I
don't
just
know
think
him.
it's different for him. You know what I mean? Because we don't
Mhm.
know what he doing, what he don't do. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we don't know that. So um I just think it's what is put out there more. And then I
Mhm.
think it's just heightened. I think Russell Wilson is doing what a lot of other men and stepfathers are doing. It's just heightened because he's famous, and then the other man was Future, and
Right.
it's like you know what I mean. They're just really comparing the two, but they're two different men with
Right.
two
Right.
different
They got
lifestyles.
two different kind of whole setups, like
Yeah,
overall.
one's an athlete, one's a rapper. That alone is just completely different lifestyles within itself. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
I guess, but it's like it is. That's why I said they public figures like that, because it is, but because it's not in the same token. And it's
Yeah.
like I don't know what kind of transformation Russell Wilson had that he went from marrying that white lady to Sierra, because that's a totally different.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
No
he
one
went,
knew. Well, I didn't even know Russell Wilson before he married
which is crazy because he was a famous athlete. That's what I mean. You know what I'm
Sierra.
saying? And people don't know Future who know Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
kind of like I don't know. It's all interesting the way that we kind of self-identify in this
Mhm.
country, just as far as gender. Which I mean, that can take us to did he do it or did he not? I don't know,
Man.
but but I'm gonna put this on record. I told you when you, as a city girl, young Miami fan, I was like, she's tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like when you just look at it, not even from all the interpersonal relationships, right?
Mhm.
People just looked at Diddy because he just was a good marketer and he sold himself as a different type of person.
Right.
But if you looked at the things that he had been involved in, just like in the news headline, outside of women, just take all the women stuff out, you would think he was crazy.
You think he was crazy?
That's how we categorize crazy niggas. Like niggas, yep, his artists and them, they was getting shot at,
Yeah.
and he was going against the biggest blood, and they didn't like him, and he was running New York, and then in 2000 he was in the club, and niggas were shooting, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's all like that is the mark of a crazy nigga. Oh
Okay.
damn, he beat somebody up at the party, and they was, you know what I mean? Like it just was
So
Diddy. We just liked
I
his
do think
song.
there's levels. Like I think there's levels to craziness. Like from what? Okay, this may not be correct.
He's at the highest level, right?
He's what after being what is being exposed, he's on a different level now. But
Okay.
before anything that I have seen him be like aggressive or involved in shit is like man business. Like it's between men. You know what I
Man
mean?
business.
I didn't know he was out here attacking women. I think though, you know what I mean? Because this niggas every day they can go out in the street and kill a man, and he's gonna come home and still be gentle with his woman. Like there are men that do it. So I think
Okay.
I think there's a
But he was
I think
doing
there's
both
a
niggas the
difference.
same.
Huh?
He'll slap you and he'll kill somebody, blow a nigga car up. That's what I'm saying.
That's extreme though. That's a lot. And I think Miami coming from Florida, Dade County, coming from the hood, like he might be a little rough around the edges, but he treats me good. I don't think
No. It was with everybody.
you don't
Everybody
think you
turned
don't think
they
he ever treated her
every
good?
think about it like this. Everybody turned their back because think about the proximity thing we was talking about. You a star, you trying to come up, you been popular. Diddy call you. Come make some beats. Come write a song. Come do fashion. Nobody ever, up until these last 2 years, was ever saying no. Right. And
Right.
so his power, he was misusing his power the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So it was like at certain point she found that out. But she decided to wave that flag harder. Where it was like Cassie never did that. Like Cassie was like, no, for real. Like
Yeah.
crazy shit was going on, and she just was like, oh damn, I'm just kind of trapped here. But she didn't like, well, yeah, it's bad boy, and we just like she wasn't
Yeah,
doing
like outside with it.
like
Yeah.
how she could have been because she was very popular. I know social media didn't exist, but the way she carried it was different. The way
Yeah.
Kim Porter and them carried it was different. And
That's
it's
true.
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you think about a father, that's what we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about, I guess. Start off with Julian. With a father, it's like,
But Diddy
damn,
is a father.
his twins, what are they thinking? Damn, he was dating one of his son's daughters, wasn't he? Like one of the
Let me
girls.
take
Like,
girlfriend.
yeah. Then he take one. What? That is strange.
What that is strange, but that is very strange. I think
That's like if Reginae, mama, what's her name?
Toya.
If Toya they took one of Reggie niggas or some shit. We'd be like, well, that's crazy.
It is crazy, but I think she could. That not saying that
I'm not.
she
It's not a
would
thing
do
that she
it.
could or couldn't, but it's like the fact that the fact that your brain is even operating in that way is strange.
Yeah,
That
it
makes
is.
you a strange person. Like,
Yeah,
period.
it doesn't period.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Because otherwise,
but
that's
you're
what
saying the
grooming
industry
is.
they're in, but I'm also saying the industry that they are in. I think Diddy stopped living in reality a long time ago, and he only
Oh,
started to
clearly,
operate and live in this industry world. And that's why he felt he could do anything. He was bad boy, he was Diddy. And I don't think he had limits or rules. And I think that
clearly.
translates into you fucking the same girls that your sons are. Like, so I just think his lines got blurred a long time ago. And because no one ever stopped him, no one ever spoke up, no one ever said anything, he just kept going. Same with what's the man name? R. Kelly. Like so many
All
people
right.
knew he was like messing with them underage girls and
Yeah.
underage girls around, and nobody said anything.
And
Nobody said shit.
it's like, what to me, I kind of look at it like, what do you want to be involved with your kids? So
Yeah.
it's like, even like Kanye and North, like she's on the album, but it's some wild songs on that album that
Yes.
like, what, just as a father, it's like, what do you want your daughter to take away from this?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like versus then you look at like Jay-Z and Beyonce's involvement with their kids. Like even like Will Smith and Jada. Like I can use them because like Willow is starting to do music hella more now. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like I feel like you have to operate in a certain kind of way or keep your kids in a certain proximity if you're doing certain type of stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like it's interesting to me, like Kanye, like I said, it's just like, yeah, fucking all the bitches. And then
Mm-hmm.
track 6, my daughter on here. Okay. Like she be at the shows. No, for real. Like she at the show, she at XYZ. Like
North is
should she take
actually
away that her daddy is a street nigga? Like some people they grow up knowing, oh, my daddy is a street nigga, and I
mm-hmm.
make this decision in myself. Cause that's just all,
I
you know
think
what I'm
she feels like
saying?
her dad is an artist.
She can only see it through the lens of art. That would make sense. Cause she
I,
not nowhere close to the streets or no reality
you know
really.
what I mean? Yeah, like she doesn't think like, oh, my daddy be out here doing like I think she thinks her dad is an artist. I can't really say how he presents himself and his new wife to his kids or what that looks like to them. But I think his overall like life of how he does like with the fashion, the music and everything.
Right.
I think she thinks her dad is like an artist and rock star almost. Just based off of how she like embodies his style sometimes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like because he made a post about his two oldest kids like really knowing him. And I think
Mm-hmm.
because he was around more, there might be a difference of like what the younger
Yeah.
ones, how the younger ones view him versus how the older ones view him.
Yeah.
But I will say North is living her best life. I just saw a TikTok with her and Lala being best friends. She was like, "Of course, she lets me drive."
Okay.
And I actually believe North. I believe they let her drive around the complex, like the little neighborhood or something.
Yeah. What an
But
interesting life.
yeah, I do think North is like she's living her best life. She really is. I don't
Yeah.
think she looks at her dad in this just crazy way. I think she thinks her dad is an artist and he's misunderstood.
Wow. It's like because it's I mean, my mom and my dad never lived any kind of lives similar to Kanye or Kim Kardashian, but so I never had to like, oh, your mama did this or your daddy, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But that is just super interesting because it's just like everybody know everything about your parents and
Yes.
kind of, and they do a lot of sharing. I feel like Kim Kardashian does less sharing now.
Yeah, she does.
You know what I'm saying? But
Kanye just put their high school on the
yeah,
internet.
he don't want them to go to Sierra Canyon.
Yeah, I actually looked the school up. It looks like a pretty fun school.
I
Looks like
mean, yeah, like all the rich kids. Rich schools usually are fun.
yeah, it
That's
looks like they're probably kicking it there, Kanye. But I don't know what they're being taught. I don't know what his values are. I don't know.
I don't know what he want the alternative to be. Like, where did he want them to go?
Exactly. I don't know what the alternative would be. Because Donda's school has been shut down, correct?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. So I'm not sure.
The Academy.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure what he would want them to do alternatively, or maybe just not go to school. Maybe that's what he wants them to do. But
I mean, it's not like it's weird. It's interesting because it's like I guess it all depends on the type of lifestyles that they want to live. Because if like they
mhm,
don't want to be famous, and then I mean they're going to be famous, but
yeah,
it's like if they don't want to live in the industry or do industry work, then it's like I guess going to school is going to be helpful for them. Like I
yeah,
don't know the rate of people that are more successful or less successful, just like being homeschool versus not, or like
yeah.
having leading. I guess you send people to school because you want to socialize them.
Hmm.
You want them to
I
act a
do
certain
think
kind
it
of
kind
way,
of gives
you
them a
know?
sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
Them going to school, you know what I mean? Because they're in an environment where other kids are rich like them, but they're all still in a school environment, and they can be kids. Because
Yeah.
really, if you look at the school, they can go to this school from the moment it goes from like elementary to high school.
Right.
So they
Yeah. They're
just
gonna go
got
there the whole time.
yeah, so you don't even have to really, you could just be in this community. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think it allows kids alike and from those same backgrounds and those lifestyles to somewhat have normalcy and be kids.
Yeah. To be together or whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel that. I think that's super. I don't know if it's a right or wrong way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I definitely do feel like rich people all the time struggle with like, and I don't even feel like rich people, every generation is like, I want my kids to somewhat not lose this one tough nugget of thing that I feel like I carried on with me. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And because they're gonna have it quote unquote easier. But it's really just so different. Like it's really just like values that I feel like more than anything, you want to instill in your children. So
Yeah. Because I feel like my daughter's growing up a little bit different than me.
right.
Since she's
Which
doing a lot of the same things, like she actually just joined her first cheerleading team. So
oh
cute.
wow.
I
Okay.
know, right? It's so
Okay.
cute. But so she's doing a lot of the same things I did, but in a
Mhm.
different environment, and it looks different.
Right. Which is, I guess, what you want.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like I need to take her, to the city.
Why?
I sense a little bit of entitlement and like her not having realistic views. Like, so every morning is a struggle depending on how she feels, how she wakes up, and what she wants to wear. But I don't know if it was the morning or she was getting ready for bed, but she was crying because she didn't want to use her bathroom. And she was like, "No, I want to use your bathroom. Your bathroom's better. I don't want to use my bathroom." And I was like, there are kids who don't have a bathroom.
Right.
And you're 5 telling me you don't want to use your bathroom?
Right.
So I think certain stuff like that, I mean, like it makes me want to like go make her volunteer like a homeless shelter or something, or like take her to the city for her, just for her to see
Right.
the world. You know what I mean? Because you're here
Mhm.
and you're kind of living in this little bubble, and it's cool, like because she's safe, and I'm happy and grateful that I can give her a different
That
life.
right.
But arguing with a 5-year-old because she's upset about using her bathroom because my bathroom's bigger than hers, that just seems like
That is so funny. I wonder if that's like her trying to assert like a certain level of dominance or like independence, rather not dominance, like a certain level of like independence of being like, oh well, I want to use this bathroom because the woman is using this bathroom and I'm a big girl looking at myself that way and like, you know what I mean? Because
maybe.
I feel like I just only used to look through my dad's stuff or do stuff he was doing just because it was like I was just trying to be like him in a
Yeah,
way. You know what I'm
maybe so.
saying? Like, so that's interesting. So I mean, that might be a good thing that she's like wants to be like you.
I mean, I am flattered. At times when she's like, because she'll ask me about styling hair or like, well, what did you do when you were a cheerleader? Or you know what I mean? Like she came home and we were practicing certain stuff together. So it's nice, but I think there is a balance that needs to be had. So that
Right.
way there's not like this sense of entitlement in there.
Right. Maybe you should like encourage her to get creative, right?
Okay.
Because it's like maybe you might have a vision for
Mhm.
yourself, that she's
Mhm.
already thinking about, and then you could be like, "No, let's do what you wanted." Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like as a kid, that was probably something I didn't know how to articulate. That I was like, I have like a way that I would do things. Like
Mhm.
I see stuff a certain kind of way, and I know that you're in charge. And I guess I do know that you know more than me,
Uh-huh.
but like this thing in particular, like I see it this way. You know what I mean? And so
Okay.
it's like, I don't know.
That can be, I can take that. I can take that.
She's very opinionated.
Very,
I don't
very.
understand how she has so many opinions about things, but
Oh
she
my
has them.
God. It's
She has them.
she
So,
has them and she speaks them. And I want her to feel comfortable doing that, but we also have to learn to be respectful and to be mindful of other
right,
people's feelings because I'm trying to get my body ready for summer. So I'm dieting, I'm working out, I'm doing all the stuff.
right.
So like I'm eating like healthy stuff, and I'm like, Kyler, like we're not gonna eat Zach's meat this week because mommy's doing this, mommy's doing that. And she's like, so you just don't want to be fat anymore?
Yes, that's your answer to be yes.
And I'm like, no, I
Yes.
don't want to be fat anymore. I said, but I'm not fat now. I just want to be in
True.
better shape. And like you could say that I'm not offended because I know I'm not fat, but you could say that around someone else who really is fat, and that can be offensive. And she was like, but look at your stomach and poke my stomach like you got some fat.
Wow.
Like, you know what?
She's already body shaming.
You got it. Like
Body
I
shaming is crazy at
five.
under 10.
Like, I'm like, this is
I'm not
actually
fat.
ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I think too though, that brings up an interesting conversation around like introducing like what you introduce is like luxury to your kids. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like I'm trying to think like I don't know. I just wasn't like a little greedy, hungry ass little kid. So it was like
Mhm.
food wasn't the thing that like allured me. Like for some kids,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we get to have pizza all the time, like shit like that. Like I liked pizza like the normal person, but I wasn't
Yeah.
like infatuated with that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
but I feel like a lot now because it's so much different for them. Like they don't look at that as like a luxury. Like fast food is actually a luxury. And like
No,
these
they
are
don't.
the way
Yeah.
that we should be. You know what I mean? It's really hard because they're so inundated with the marketing. So it's like I think about that a lot. Like
Yeah.
how long I really don't feel like I'm going to give my kid like an iPad. Like I was at dinner the other day and I was like, I learned so much about just socializing,
Hmm.
having to sit places with adults where I did not want to be. Like I
Yes.
learned so much just like sitting around, like you're just sitting here. You don't have
Yeah.
anything to fucking say. I mean, you can say some shit if you want to, but
You really
nobody
shouldn't.
cares.
Nobody gives a fuck what you have
You know
to
what I
say.
mean? Like being like even just stuff I learned, just asking questions or just walking around in the grocery store. Just like I
Yeah.
see so many kids like not paying attention in the grocery store. And I'm just
Mhm.
like, and again, maybe this is the last group of people where like in the future, everybody use Instacart or some shit like that. Like
Mhm.
I could see how future generations would be more into that. So you know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Yeah,
not
because my
saying it's
girl tell me now, can you just order it? Can you just order us some food?
you know
Or
what I
why don't
mean?
we sit down and eat? Can we go to a restaurant? Why I don't I want to go to a restaurant. But she'll tell me quickly, like if she's like, I'm hungry, and I'm like, well, what do you want me to cook? Like, let's do something quick. She'll be like, well, you can just order it. And I'm like, no, I
So
can't.
now that means like you have to start teaching her about like money and stuff like that.
I do. Now that is something I really have to teach
Cause you
her.
have to spend her own money. So it's like if you gave her like $20 for eat out every week, and just like, here's your dub. And then
I'm
that
gonna have
dub gone quick. You know what I'm saying? She
Hey,
like,
it's
whoa.
gone very quickly because she'd be like, I wanna, why can't we go here? We haven't had Zaxby's in forever. And I'm like,
But think
because
about
I'm
that though.
vegan.
No, like when we was growing up, what somebody give you $1. Somebody give you $1. It's like, okay, I physically have some money. Where now, so like they see so many transactions and things appear without seeing
Mhm,
that physical dollar move. So it's
mhm.
like that concept is so much different from them. And I feel like older generations like hold that against young people now, the things that
Yeah,
they can't experience, but they legit can't experience it. Like
yeah. I
It's
remember like my uncles giving me like a few dollars for earning their shirt for the day or earning their clothes.
what?
Like just doing something, like you doing something and then earning money in return
Somebody
was
walk up to you or just give you a random $5. It's like,
like,
what? I got $5 now. Or like now it's like, I don't even know if little kids look at it that way. You know what I mean? Like it's just like to that point, what my mama would have been ordering a whole bunch of shit because she wasn't cooking like that. So she would have been the ordering queen. But
oh,
that's
for
why
sure. My mom definitely would have been the what?
and that
DoorDash.
but that's why I was at the restaurant though. I learned like you get a crayon, you sit down and
Yeah.
vibe out. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah.
at the restaurant, get you some soda, chill out, sit down. You know what I mean? But now it's like, oh, that expectation to like be on the thing. And then it's like, I do worry about kids watching so much stuff out of context.
That is a big thing. I will say the iPad thing is about balance because I was like, I'm never giving her an iPad, and I gave her one, but with giving her one, I also taught her like this iPad is not everything. Like, so she
Right.
won't even, she goes days without touching her iPad. Like,
Yeah.
we don't need it. Like, I don't have to have her iPad for her to sit still in the store in public.
Yeah.
Like, she'll be at home and go to her, like, go play with her toys and not even think twice about her iPad. Like, she really
Okay.
used her iPad as like a phone to call family back home. Like, she'll
Okay.
call her cousins or call them, you know what I mean? But she's not, maybe in the car because our drives are a lot longer living in Houston. She'll
Mhm.
be like, she'll hop on her iPad or something. But even in the car, she's like, I want to listen to music. Can you get off the phone?
Yeah.
Like,
That's real.
she's not really into the, I do appreciate that because it's a lot of weird stuff. Like, I hate that's she can't watch YouTube at my house. Like, no.
It's a lot of weird stuff.
It's weird.
No,
There's
it
all
is.
people playing with toys. Like, that is the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
No, it is weird. And that's why it's like, bro, your ass is finna watch Scooby Doo or something. What are you
Something
talking
I be
about?
putting on old stuff like we finna watch some Hey Arnold or something. Like,
Bro,
like
um,
this is not it.
better turn some Doug on and relax, bro. What are you talking about?
We watch everything from like the Magic School Bus to like all those old shows. I'll be like, come on, sit down. We finna
I saw a meme the other day that said the Magic School Bus could be in your ass right now and you would never know. I was like, what? That was not the takeaway that we were supposed to have from the Magic School Bus.
No, it wasn't.
That's not what
And
Miss
it's
Frizzle
funny
was
because
teaching
I
us.
know episode at a time, like we were supposed to be learning about the digestive system.
You know what I mean? I don't remember nothing I learned on Magic School.
I remember the episode. They went through the whole
I take
digestive.
that back. I take that back. The one thing I learned from Magic School Bus was the reptile episode. And it was like hot and cold, and he got
Uh-huh.
cold, but he gotta stay warm. I was like, okay, that makes sense. I'll be seeing reptiles.
That makes sense.
That makes sense. That's the only I know they did some photosynthesis episodes. They
Yes,
did
and
some,
then
like
what
you
else did
said,
we
the
do?
digest. I don't remember nothing else from. They did been
Yeah.
to space. I don't know nothing that
They've
they
been to
taught.
space. They've been like in the ocean. They've done a lot of.
All I remember
They did a lot of
reptile.
comics. Yeah, that's
That's
funny.
hella funny.
Yeah.
So, all right, as we get out of here, is there any good music come out?
Um, I'm still listening. Did you check out Cardi's new song in freestyle?
I did. Directed by Offset, the video. Shout out to
Okay.
Offset. Offset really did win.
Wait, you said Offset what?
He directed the video.
Oh, really? Her little freestyle video?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That was a cool
Offset,
video.
man.
I watched the video. I
Yeah.
do like that song. I'm ready to hear more from Cardi B. I feel like she's just been like
It's
she
very
released
light.
her album. Yeah, she hasn't, released many projects after that. She's jumped on features, but I want to hear like a full project from Cardi
Can
B.
she have another hit song?
I hope so. I think this one could be a summer bop.
I mean, no, it's a freestyle. I mean, yes, all Cardi songs are hot because it's Cardi. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So, like, if I'm just looking at it from a DJ standpoint, if we out and I play that, people who like Cardi gonna react to it because it's just like it's almost like because it's viral more
Yeah,
than it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
it's just because it's a hot song, it's a trending song.
Mm-hmm.
But like, now I actually did like bongos. I actually like that song.
That song didn't really do it for me.
What she say? My back shot sound like bongos. That's my part. No, that's hilarious, bro. That's a good song. I know.
Yeah,
All
I
my
don't know. I
friends.
mean, it was cool, but it just didn't. And I mean, it didn't. I don't think it did it for a lot of people because it really didn't take off.
Bong, bong, bong. Beat it up.
Yeah, it was just like I didn't see myself
Ah.
riding in the car singing it. You know?
Well, I'm here to let you know it was me. I was riding around to bongos. It come on the radio. I was like, hold on. It came on a couple times. Like first couple times, then like one time I was like, oh, this mother kind of going crazy. Oh no, but
What
yeah, I
other
don't know.
music are you listening to?
Uh, I mean, well, since last time we was on here, Lotto dropped her Sunday service track. People fuck
He
with Sunday
did.
service.
He
Yeah,
did.
Sunday service is hard.
Sunday service is hard.
That shit hard. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm saying, like that Cardi B shit wasn't that hard. It was good. She looked good and stuff, but it was like
Yeah.
this song is not like just off a first listen. I was like, okay,
Yeah. It was
like
cool.
I'm gonna
I
play it.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't add it to a playlist, but I wouldn't skip it if it came on a radio. That makes sense.
No, to your point, I'm thirsty for like a Cardi B something to like
Yeah.
sink my teeth into. So it might be that. It might not even be that. It's like whether the song itself is good or bad. It's just that like as a fan, I want a little bit more from Cardi B.
That's
Right
real.
now.
Because when I went to Cardi B, when I went to like her little profile to add music to my workout playlist,
Mhm.
the only thing that I really added was Bodak Yellow.
Okay, that's real. And that's what I'm saying. All her other songs are features.
Yeah, it's
She got
like,
some good features. You know what
but
I'm
I
saying? Like
got
she got some
some of
good
her
verses.
boyfriend Gorilla on there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But that's a feature.
Yeah.
Like that's her. You know what I mean? So she
And I
been
think I got her
active.
with Put It on the with Lalo and put it on the
You know what I
floor.
mean? Yeah, she got a couple of. That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
she dropped some hot ass verses, but now
Yeah.
that's not what's in question. Whether or not she can give me a good verse. Like now I really want that song. You know what I
It makes the
mean?
song pop.
I
Yeah.
want that song, but I mean to be honest, it's because Big Sexy put all that pressure on these hoes. I'm not gonna lie, man.
Big Sexy is going crazy. Did
Play
she just
Play Ski Yee somewhere, man. It's going up.
That's definitely on my workout playlist.
It's going up.
That's on my workout playlist. Fuck my baby daddy on my.
It ain't my fault. What? You like my voice? Turn you on? What?
Hey, when I
That come
say she
on?
be going hard.
People be going crazy for that shit, bro.
Yes,
Hellcat SRTs, you know what I mean?
yes, that's on
People be
my.
going
Her little like
crazy for.
songs.
So I
Even
feel
her
like,
on that what was that Kevin Gates song?
yeah,
That y'all say
Beyonce
I put on my
freestyle.
playlist.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I feel like she kind of only like Nicki got like Nicki, Lotto, and Sexy Red, where it's just like, no, the song. Like now, Flo Millie,
Okay.
Never Lose Me. Like that should
Yeah,
be going up. That's a
I
big
like
ass
that song.
song. That's a
Yeah,
good song. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's Cardi finna drop like a damn, like this is
this is
a
a good song.
song. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like that's what I'm really waiting on. So
yeah, I agree.
TBH. TBD rather.
Meek Mill dropped a new album today. I haven't listened
Oh man, I ain't listened to Meek Mill after that Twitter.
I'm gonna listen to it. I haven't listened to it yet, but we're not gonna forget to mention that Meek Mill dropped a new album.
No, I fuck with Meek Mill. That's why I'm upset because it's like, what are you doing, bro? Just be quiet. Like,
Please quit going back and forth with these
get
people.
off Twitter, bro.
Somebody
You
has
ain't
to
learned.
his Twitter.
I haven't listened to it, so I will listen to it. Like
He tweets
usually
like
I'm very,
like a mad girl texting her boyfriend, like just keep coming, keep coming.
bruh. I literally like usually am excited for Meek Mill releases, but I'm not excited for this. I listened to Schoolboy Q project today. You got to really like alternative music to get into that one. It's very like rock. Like if you're not already into Schoolboy Q West Coast kind of music, like I don't think you could be a casual listener and like really get it. But it's a couple songs in there that like for sure that like I feel like people gonna play and stuff like that. So it's a little alternative to me.
He got a new song like on my. He's featured on a new song that I saw like on my. No, Pusha T.
Pusha T. It's probably that song with Ray Vaughn.
I think so. I haven't listened to it yet, but I keep telling myself like I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
What song is this? It's not pulling up. No, I don't think.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I've seen him on there. I don't know exactly what song it is.
Yeah. Ray Vaughn is a newer artist,
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, we haven't talked since the Super Bowl. Beyonce dropped.
Yeah, Beyonce has
Texas Hold'em. That's just hot.
Yeah, it's probably gonna go crazy because it is rodeo season here in Texas.
So there you go. You know, it peaks. I think it was. Did it get to number one or number two,
I
something
think
like that?
so. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song now.
She
Maybe.
also dropped a new hairline. I'm waiting on some girls to try it before I buy it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been seeing that. It's like it's been a hot topic in the black community for sure. Beyonce's hairline.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I
I don't really know what Beyonce's hair looks like, so I don't know.
don't. I mean, that's true. Beyonce has had a lot of different hairstyles.
She wears nothing but wigs publicly. So it's like
What does your
I
hair
want to see
actually
some
look?
girls. Like I've seen some girls that I trust as hairstylists that have ordered it.
Right.
So I'm gonna check in with them and see how it is. I'm
Marketing's been good.
Beyonce's word on this one though.
Now that's a good example. The marketing for this has been good versus like we was talking about like the Skims marketing. I was like the
Hmm.
Skims market. I was like that's super basic. Like I
Yeah.
get that's the aesthetic that they going for, but even it still was
She
just
is
like
going crazy with partnering with the NBA though.
heck
Every
yeah,
time, like within those NBA games, she has those players like
heck yeah.
they're sporting Skims like hands.
You know what I mean? I mean they get that shit for free probably, so that's what's up. Like I wonder. I would like to see what
Does
the
that make
return
you want
was.
some Skims?
No, not at all.
Would you even consider like if someone bought them for you, like your girlfriend bought you some Skims?
Yeah, I mean, I'll wear any underwear somebody buy for me for the most part. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't wear
Yeah,
white
okay, so
nighties.
if they were bought for you and you like them, would you buy them yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I mean, they're just underwear. I'm not that into my underwear, I guess, really.
Underwear
Like
is
and it's important, you know what I'm saying? But again, that just never was my thing where it's like, hey, bitch, gotta have a polo draws. This bitch gotta
yeah.
see me.
I mean,
Like,
I think it's just the feel of them.
yeah, I mean, I like nice, you know what I'm saying? But again, I guess it's just like it's other stuff that I cared about more than that. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like
that's
so.
fair.
You know, not to say it's not important, but that that really was what was pulling for me. You know what I mean? I probably was more in my socks, to be honest.
That's where those socks are important
You know what
too.
I mean? Like for me, you know what I mean? So I
You
was,
tell your socks could set an outfit off if
but growing up, I was an athlete, so it just was like Nike socks. I could only wear certain color socks. I was very particular about my
that was
socks.
very
I only
specific.
had black. I feel like I only had black and white socks, like
Yeah, I don't really have. Yeah,
you know, and they
I
were
went through a phase where I had like different type of kind of socks, like what they used to call like orgel socks or something like
yeah. I never
like a
got.
different style socks. But I
I
just
had a couple pair of dress socks for when I needed them. And then it was just a closet full of Nike socks, black and white, at different sizes. That was it.
that's
Very basic. Very, very basics. But well, I feel like this was a good one. You know,
yeah,
we're getting better. We're gonna
for sure.
post more. You know, we're gonna stay consistent.
Got to.
Life was life, but we'll definitely be back. I don't really have anything to plug right now.
Yeah.
BigEsco.com. Still got a couple. I don't really think I got jackets left. That's it.
No jackets, yeah.
Got
Yeah.
jackets left. So that's it, man.
Yeah. So Julian will be back next week.
Julian will be back. We'll hear from him, his father's adventures,
Yeah.
and something else for sure would have happened in this world by the time we come
Right.
back. We'll
For sure.
text about. So
He's probably I feel like he's gonna watch this and be like, yeah, so about that. Let
right.
me chime in.
And we gotta start we probably gonna have to start getting some questions with people.
Okay.
We're gonna have to start getting some anonymous questions going, you know.
Okay.
Gotta get some community involvement here. I saw some people was looking on my Instagram. It was looking a little fuzzy on there. But
Looking a little fuzzy.
yeah.
Huh.
So, but
Okay.
no, a
So
lot of
are they
people
gonna put
tuned
their
in
questions
though.
in the comments? How do you want them to submit their questions?
We're gonna figure that out. We're just gonna we're gonna gather 'em. We're gonna
Okay.
just maybe we just start maybe on IG live. Not IG
Okay.
live, just on IG. You was
I,
already doing that. So yeah, you get some questions.
okay.
You used to be on there getting having polls and stuff like that. So it's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do it. I'll get on there. I have to
yeah.
get back on social media
That's what
consistently.
use the show. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We got content now. So all right,
Wow.
y'all. In this live. Holla at y'all. Peace.
See ya.